Wow, look at that. No website chat. It's almost like I'm recording this offline, which I wanted to do because I thought this would go better without chat egging me on. So I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. It's not the first time I've attempted to record this. Destiny recently got departnered from Twitch, or he's about to be departnered. I don't know. I don't know when it takes place. Which essentially means, and let's go with his words here, a loss of about 150 to 250,000 a year in income. He got this email from Twitch Legal saying that they're revoking his partnership because of some unspecified encouragement of violence. Also, his Discord partnership, I have no idea what the fuck that is, but that probably sucks too. And the immediate thought that I had when I saw this, which was last night, which was that actually really sucks, even though I think Destiny has gone off the fucking deep end lately. I am experienced with bad dealings with Twitch, so I am sympathetic. Um, Last night I actually wanted to go in there and leave like a little flower in d.gg, like I saw a bunch of other people saying like I'm really sorry this happened, or I'm sorry for your loss, or I'm sorry this happened, whatever. Um and I thought I could do that too, but I didn't because I knew people would be mad at me, people in his community, not mine. And I woke up this morning and I thought, okay, well, I'll do a video where I'm like, okay, well, I disagree with his takes, but again, this is not good, obviously. And then I found that Destiny is blaming me for it, or at least kind of, sort of, tangentially blaming me. This is said right afterwards. The funny thing is, it might be Vosh's community that did it. Feels good to support other creators. Little dig there. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to address a narrative that Destiny and Destiny's community is trying to create. And I'm also going to share my personal thoughts on Destiny as of the past couple of weeks, and how disappointed I am in him. Not just as like a viewer, but like as a human being who, I guess, probably inevitably over the course of 10 years developed some sort of parasocial relationship with him that has been, and thank you for this, completely shattered by his behavior. I appreciate him yanking the Band-Aid off with that one. So, for a while now, Destiny's community has been attempting to manufacture a narrative in which my community is mass reporting his. The evidence that is typically cited is that there was a screenshot taken during my debate with Destiny of my partner saying that this is probably a TOS violation, or should be reported, or something like that. I forget exactly. And there was a moderator in my subreddit who said something effectively similar that got like 30 upvotes. And it was those two screenshots over and over, and people post them everywhere like, huh, Vosh, after everything Destiny has done for you, after all the good he's done for you, you would betray him. Like, okay, hold on. I thought this was a little bit weird, so I went on his Reddit, and I did a little AMA, basically. Look at that. Where I explained the situation, and I'm going to just read this out loud, because I typed it out 2 weeks ago, might as well. Brigading is banned on my Reddit and in my Discord, and I have by no means encouraged my community to report Destiny. I reprimanded the Reddit mod who encouraged the brigade and spoke with my partner. That said, I really fucking don't think a screenshot of one Reddit comment and a v.gg screenshot from the actual time of the debate constitute a coordinated reporting brigade. Then I said that if people saw other attempts at brigading in my community, to DM me. Because I said this back then, and I'll say it now. Even if I think Destiny's gone off the deep end, getting him removed from Twitch or whatever will only cede the space to worse actors, Like, I can trust him to be anti-Nazi. I'm really concerned about the Nazis and fascists right now. That's my main... I'm trying to focus on the big picture at the moment. I'll see if I get distracted by an especially dumb Bernie or Buster sometime in the next week. But that's my attempt. Now, I think it's really, really dumb to try and manufacture a narrative of mass brigading when the content creator who presides over the community never said anything to that effect. B, the content creator has rules against it and actually deletes comments or removes posts which violate those rules. And C, he's actually claimed to talk with the people who violated those rules, who are higher members of the community, like my partner or the Reddit mod, of course. I think manufacturing a narrative out of that is pretty dumb, especially when my community is almost the size of Destiny's, and there are no doubt tens or even hundreds of thousands of people in my community who watched that debate with Destiny, who are familiar with Destiny's takes on this issue, and probably didn't like it very much. I can't prevent people in my community from reporting Destiny. I'm not capable of that. I'm not fucking God. But I can prevent the community from being used as an apparatus to facilitate that. And I think to the most part I've done a decent job doing that. Which is why I'm so disappointed by how Destiny has behaved now that he's actually confirmed to be partnered. So here are a collection of screenshots from his website, that's DGG, the inferior copy of VGG, as we all know, where he has fully endorsed spam reporting any other large content creator who gives violent takes across any and all platforms just as a statement. So that's him immediately doing the thing, openly doing the thing that his community conspiratorially inferred from 2 posts from my large community of me. And then he goes ahead and says, I shit you not, that people should find exploits in my streaming website to try to go into the back end or to fuck with the website or rip data from it or something to that effect. He's actively encouraging other people to engage in that behavior. Now, I know that Spitestiny over here gets pretty angry when things don't go his way, and let's be fair, we all do to an extent. But this is fucking insane. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you shitting me? Because 2 weeks after you catch 2 screenshots of people saying you should be reported from my community, now you say people should, I don't know if this counts as like hacking. I don't know. It sounds like a LARPy thing to say, but you think people should try to back end my website or mass report me openly? What, because you're mad? Nihilistiny, you know? You don't like how life's going for you, so you get to do it to everyone else? And there are still people in his community who are trying to blame this on me, by the way. Quite a few of them. Not just Destiny. I would think Destiny's behavior here would preclude him from any fucking charitability when it comes to, you know, interpreting who is in the wrong in this situation. But no. I've seen no introspection from Destiny's community whatsoever. Like, none. Zero. None of this, like, no, I'm sorry. That's uncharitable. I shouldn't say that. There are people in his community who are being introspective. It's just, sorry. It's just Destiny's not. Now, first of all, let's talk about the distance between what my community did and what Destiny got in trouble for. Those 2 screenshots, again, were 2 screenshots. I'm sure there were other people who reported, but I can't control my audience to that extent. Those 2 screenshots were taken the day of the debate that I had with Destiny. The debate's on my channel. You can go look at it there. It's a fairly contentious debate. I'm not surprised people got mad. One of them was even taken from the VGG chat during the debate. So this isn't like some post-coordinated effort. Destiny did not get departnered because of that debate. Believe it or not. Destiny got departnered because of a clip that went viral.
The rioting needs to fucking stop. And if that means like white redneck fucking militia dudes out there mowing down dipshit protesters that think that they could torch buildings at 10 p.m., then at this point they have my fucking blessing, because holy shit, this fucking shit needs to stop. It needed to stop a long time ago. Like, holy fuck.
Don't even need to listen to it because I know every word, because I've heard that shit being shared all over the internet. That clip went viral. That clip is not from my discussion with Destiny. That clip is from after my discussion with Destiny. I don't know if it was later in that day or even on a following day, but I want to be perfectly clear. Destiny didn't get departnered because my community reported him for our debate. Destiny got departnered because of a massively viral clip of him encouraging political violence that took place outside the context of my discussion with him. Now, were there people in my community who reported him? Almost certainly. I mean, of course. Sure, probably, yeah. Were there people in my community who reported him not for his debate with me, but for that clip you just listened to? Almost certainly. However, I don't really think it's fair to lay that blame on me when brigading attempts were banned in my communities. No coordinated effort was made to report people over this clip. This clip wasn't even made in a discussion with me, and this clip went viral all over the internet, not just in my community, you know? It's very weird to sort of tangentially blame me for that. The cherry on top is that Destiny getting departnered, this came from Twitch Legal. This didn't come from like the reports, like Twitch, the partner managers, you know, like, oh, okay, you've been reported 8,000 times. We do this, we do that. This was from Twitch Legal. That's atypical, which means that what happened here was a byproduct of community backlash. It was a byproduct of bad PR, of Twitch deciding that they don't want to maintain a contract with Destiny anymore because it looks bad for their platform. I would assume. Again, I'm not a legal expert here, and Destiny, being familiar with the platform, probably knows quite a bit more about Twitch's internal workings than I do. I won't pretend that I know everything or that I can divinely intuit the will of Twitch Legal. But their claim was that he had engaged in encouragement to violence or incitement to violence. That clip went mega viral right there. That one right there. And nowhere in Destiny's debate with me, to my memory, did he incite or encourage violence. It was mostly about the ethics of self-defense, and it went way off the rails, but I think that was mostly what it was about. Now, I want to be really clear about this again. Destiny got departnered because of bad PR that came from a viral clip that had nothing to do with me, in which he engaged in, if nothing else, pretty bad optics. Not because of my community mass reporting him. So why the fuck is Destiny spreading this narrative? Seriously. This is a horribly irresponsible thing to say. It's conspiratorial. And what's more, for a person who nonstop gives other people shit for manufacturing narratives where none exist, this is pretty fucking bad. Especially when it's followed up by all this like, haha, let's hack the website and mass report him too. Fuck off, dude. You fucking kidding me? Seriously? I had some choice fucking words for you after how, honestly, just fucking rude you were the last time we spoke. I feel like you've always been pretty rude to me, at least unwarrantedly so, but I, you know, we're content creators. I keep my community, keep them from at least mass brigading. I'm not going to keep them from shit talking you, because I don't care. And this is what, this is the response? Seriously? Nihilistiny, you know, Jokerstiny? Gaze within, you gaze into the void too long, you turn into a fucking idiot yourself. The reason this is so disappointing for me, like really disappointing as a longtime Destiny viewer, by the way, the idea that I'm like seething, like looking for an opportunity to get Destiny banned, it's a joke in my community how charitable I am to Destiny. Like it's a running gag. People will they'll make fun of me for it, you know? You know what I said after my debate with Destiny? I'm like, you can check the VOD, or I don't know if it's in the video. It might be in the VOD. I don't know if it's in the video. It's probably in the stream VOD. I actually said, well, that was terrible, but he does still do some other good work, so maybe you could still see value in him for that. Does it make me a simp? Am I a simp now? I don't really know, but the idea that I have some sort of long-standing desire to destroy his community is laughable. It's laughable. I can see there's a reason why Hassan makes an effort not to engage with Destiny anymore, or to have him on the same podcast that he goes on. And it's because, I mean, I guess I'll just say it, Destiny and his community are giant fucking snowflakes. It really does look like, especially when it comes to leftists, that every perceived slight against them, they lose their shit. I didn't used to think this was the case. But more and more behavior like this has become increasingly clear now that I'm sort of seeing this from the outside. Here's a good example, by the way. A while ago, Destiny, this is a while back. I'm probably misremembering half the details, but Destiny was talking about how Twitch was cutting down on the use of gamer words, F-slur, R-slur, whatever, which Destiny used sometimes. Or I don't know if he used the F-slur, but maybe the R-slur. I don't really know. And there were people in his community who were like, oh, dude, this fucking sucks. Now you can be, like, banned for using these words, right? That sucks, dude. And Destiny said something that resonated with me back then. This must have been 2018, I think, maybe, like, thereabouts. He said something along the lines of, it doesn't matter. This is my job. This is my career. I'm not going to risk my fucking career, my wealthy streaming career where I get to do what I love every day. Because I want to say a given word, you know? Like, what? Okay, whatever. I'll use different words. I'll change my language. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the name of the game. That's the precursor. That's the obligation I have to take upon myself if I want to enjoy this career. What the fuck happened to that? Holy shit. Been seeing Destiny's behavior on DGG on Twitter. This is not some, oh, well, I recognize that my behavior wasn't in line with Twitch TOS, so even if I disagree, that was my fault for running it too close to the edge. I haven't seen that shit anywhere. Dude's fucking lost it. Like, really, I haven't seen a fucking drop of introspection from this guy. Like, not even a little bit. Just angrier and angrier. It's Vosh community, it's Destiny's community, this is unfair, all lefties are traitors. What the fuck are you going on about, man? We're in the middle of historic civil rights protests with BLM, and a clip went viral of you saying that white redneck militias could start gunning down rioters and people starting to set fires at 10 p.m. or something to that effect. There are people in his community, in Destiny's community, who don't seem to understand what the problem with this is. First of all, I can't believe I have to say this. Property damage doesn't deserve the death penalty. If you're defending yourself, then we can talk about self-defense. If we're talking about, like, somebody's lighting a garbage can on fire, like, that's the problem here. It's about the degrees to which you interpret it. Destiny used to say you're at fault for how people interpret you, and I agree with that, by the way. That's why Destiny and I have both impugned people for saying they have super edgy communities, but they don't take responsibility for it because they're not responsible for their community. You make a bunch of neo-Nazi jokes and you have a bunch of neo-Nazis in your community. You never make any comments whatsoever to disavow them or to challenge their beliefs or to remove them from your community. You're responsible for them. That's you. You brought them here. You're the Pied Piper. But Destiny's comments right there, I mean, I can go over it like super quick. I can't believe people in this community don't get this, but white redneck militia sort of kind of fucking implies right wing, possibly white supremacist militia. Don't think it's very hard to, given the context, to pull that from that. And these people don't like just sit outside their own fucking houses defending their property. What far right militias tend to do during the BLM protests is they go to other cities with open carry and they just walk around looking for trouble because they signal power. That's what they do. That's what brown shirts did back in the 1930s in Germany. Like it's what they do. It's historically and contemporarily a thing they like doing. They like to start fights. They like to cry the victim when they get in trouble or after those fights or when they get beat up or when they get shot or whatever. And that drives a whole another fucking wave of discontent from these people. That's the strategy. That's the goal. That's what they do. If they get to kill a couple black people along the way, then hey, frosting. Cherry on that. And these people are categorically incapable of distinguishing, by the way, between peaceful protesters and rioters. These people can't do it. And you know that. And everyone here, everyone who's on the left knows that, If you saw a far-right guy, like on a news show, going like, the time has come, it's too much, we need to be going down and gunning down those rioters, those rioter BLMs. Do you think they're just talking about the rioters? Do you think that if a bunch of people inspired by that little talk show commentary went out into the street looking around for trouble, do you think they would go like, oh, hello, peaceful BLM protester, do not mind us. We were just looking for some rioters to take care of. Oh, what are you doing over there? Oh, I see. Never mind. That wrench you were holding was being used to fix a tire. My apologies, sir. Okay, let's check rioters for the next street. No, of course not. Just a general signal for trouble. And that's what Destiny's clip came off as. That's what it comes off as to me. I don't think Destiny himself is intentionally signaling that. I just think it's bad optics, Like, I just think it looks really bad. But I haven't seen him comment on this at all. He just doubles and triples down. It's like, fuck me, dude. I don't know. There's a something I told myself for a long time as a Destiny fan, which was that when he acts up, it's part of some broad 9,000 IQ strategy to like attract derision so we can then bring them on stream to own them. I don't think that anymore. I think Destiny just has anger issues. And he's just spiraling really fucking hard right now. I don't know if it's like a mental health thing or if it's like like other factors. Life's pretty hard for everyone right now. He's been away from his partner for a while. That's not me slighting him. That can be really stressful or frustrating or whatever, or saddening. But like, this is really fucking bad. Anybody who's watched Destiny for a while, compare his behavior nowadays to his behavior 2 or 3 years ago. Compare introspection, willingness to self-critique, especially when it comes to arguing with lefties. It's not fucking comparable, okay? These are two different Destinies. So I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm not a part of it anymore. He's banned me from his community. That's fine. Ripping off the Band-Aid, I guess. And he's now, I guess, and he's going to do this forever, by the way, is push this narrative that in spite of how charitable I've been, in spite of my moderation efforts, that it was my community who got them banned. It was my hypocrisy that he went out on a limb for me. He tried to get me unbanned from Twitch. He spawned my community. He made me. And I'm biting the hand that fed me with my report brigade. Nah, dude, fuck over yourself. Seriously, get the fuck over yourself. You did this to yourself. That's a little offline donation there. There you go. You did this to yourself. It's your bad behavior. It's your poor optics. It's your low IQ. You should have been able to hear yourself talking at any point during any of this Kenosha shooter arc and realize, well, maybe I can engage in a nuanced debate on the right to engage in self-defense and protect against looters and rioters and arsonists without sounding like a far-right crank. But he didn't. And now he's paid the consequence, and I wish I could have been sympathetic. I wish I could have laid the little flower or whatever. But, man, fuck you, dude. Like, I wake up and you're like, conspiracy blaming me for this shit? Just good luck with the Twitch, whatever. And just get a hold of yourself. Seriously. You wouldn't have needed to have banned me from my community. I think your behavior has made it perfectly clear I have literally nothing to get from watching you anymore. So, yeah.